Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. Let me set this down for a second. Well, now that you're here, I think I got a story for you. I'm going to tell you my story of how I became a woodworker. It all started way back when I was a little wee boy. My family, we'd always go to church about every Sunday. And every Sunday, we'd go to Grandma and Grandpa's after church. And Grandma would make some good old sausages and have us some cinnamon rolls for breakfast. Now that's not woodworking. But you know what is woodworking? After breakfast, our grandpa, my brother, and I, we would go out to the shop. And then he would always have a woodworking project for us. My grandpa designed these flowers that are about 6 feet tall, and they're decorations for outside. And we would always help him make them, and he would go sell them during the week. But that's truly what got me hooked. Every week, I'd always have something excited to build at Grandpa's. And then when I got to high school, I was able to come into the school shop where I am right now. I was able to work on my own projects, design my own stuff, and see my finished creations. Woodworking is a creative art. If you can see it in your mind, you can build it with your hands. That's what I like to say. Back when I was a freshman, I was into it, but not really. I didn't have many shop classes because freshman year you gotta do your core classes and all that. But sophomore year is where it kind of hit. Me and my friend would have two woodworking classes. And man, we built one of the coolest cutting boards ever. Well, we thought it was the coolest. But at the moment, it was pretty dang cool. And my friend took that on a Skills USA trip. Bro actually won, with the cutting board that me and him built. It was pretty cool. And then the next year came around, and I'm like, let's try this again. So this is junior year. I made this cutting board. Now, it was dialed in. It was even better than the one from the year prior. Guess what? I didn't win. How? Are you serious? But you don't want to know why? Some silly little guy forgot his resume back in the vehicle. Come on! So I lost 10 points automatically, which, I don't know, those 10 points could have helped me win. Well, I guess they would have helped me get closer to the victory. But it's not always about winning. Winning is just a fun part of having fun. You can make a project and not even enter it somewhere, which a lot of my projects aren't entered anywhere. But getting the validation of having someone judge your work is really fun. Because you get to see what other people think of your work and see what you're worth then. But I was kind of disappointed after that. I thought I had a really good project. But then the next year came around. And guess what? I had shoulder surgery. I was out. I couldn't even play football. I missed out on basketball. Life was tough. But you know what saved me from being bored out of my mind? Woodworking. I mean, who would think a one-armed person could woodwork? Actually, a lot of people do. There's this one guy I watch on YouTube. He's a blind guy, and he woodworks, and his stuff is way better than mine. He's a true inspiration. I'll put his link down in the comments for you if you wanted to check him out. But it's true. Woodworking is like a meditation. It's calming, it's soothing, and boy, it can be stressful sometimes. I mean, when your project is not going the way you need it to go, life's rough. But then when you're done, it's like, oh my goodness, this is the best thing I'm ever going to build. But truly, it's just a fun lifestyle to have woodworking in your life. Back on the storyline here. So I get my shoulder all fixed up. Beep, beep. Doctor gets in there and fixes it. And I'm stuck like this for about 3 months. What am I going to do? Turns out I can run about every machine in here with one hand. I didn't know that. But through those periods of being stuck in a sling, I ended up building my first ukulele. Now we're going to put a picture of it right there. Pew, pew. All right, that was my first ukulele. She's impressive, right? Well, there's one thing missing. I didn't put my brand on it. What am I going to do? Like, no one knows that I made it. Oh, shucks. Well, I guess I got to make another one. So I'm building my second ukulele. But the coolest thing about it was I built my second ukulele with a friend. I showed him how to build a ukulele. And now I kind of got him hooked. He's built more ukuleles than I have now. Well, you know, here and there you make a ukulele. But you want to know the big thing? I started building a guitar after I finished my ukulele. It's crazy, I know. Like, who thinks they could build a guitar? Like, that's for professionals. Well, if you think about it, you'll never know if you can build it if you don't try. Oh, trust me, I tried. And I succeeded. Look at this thing. It's so beautiful. This is my guitar. I call it the AG guitar. It is a unit. Now, there's a lot of imperfections, but there's a lot of things to like about this thing. I mean, the inlays are beautiful. The glimmer on it. And it's even got a pickup in it right there. Let's put this down. Yeah. All right. So yeah, I built a guitar. And man, I was excited. Dude, I entered that. So remember that thing, that cutting board I entered into Skills USA? Well, let's just say I was excited. And I entered that guitar. And let's just say I remembered my resume. Like, dude, you can't be forgetting the resume. Man, the interviews went great this time. I handed him my resume like, yeah, I got my resume this time. Yep, I'm ready. I'm ready. Well, I was ready. And guess what? The judges were impressed that someone my age with my skill could build a guitar like that. And I was impressed too. But that wasn't the only thing that went on at Skills USA this year. There's one other thing. Cabinet making, that was it. Yeah. So cabinet making is like a course. They gave us 6 hours. And they gave us this pamphlet. And you got to follow the pamphlet, follow the blueprints and design. And you got to build this cabinet. It's about yay tall, yay wide. Anyways. Wait. I actually did pretty good in that. I think back at it. I was doing pretty rough. I didn't even bring clamps. Good thing my tech ed teacher, he ran to the store, bought me some clamps so I could get my project built. Well, comes to the end of the day. I finished that project. And just in the nick of time too. Like, I was done maybe 10 minutes early, tops. Well, judging comes around for that. And boy, I mean boy, I was excited. I walk around, I look at all of them. They're like, oh, them are some good cabinets. Then I look back at mine, I'm like, that's a good cabinet too. Now, you don't want to be too confident in yourself, because when you're too confident, you can become boastful and bragging. And you want to be a true, humble person during competition. And that's the way I like to think. So even if I am confident in my build, I look at others and I'll be like, theirs is also really good too. So there's a chance anyone can win. But in your head, you always want to remember, I believe in myself. I believe that I can win. That's the mindset to have. Well, I did believe in myself. And when judging came around, I looked up, I looked at my cabinet, and I realized I got first place in the state. Boy, I was amazed. I didn't know what to think. Like, I wasn't even going to do the competition, but my tech ed teacher, just influenced me enough to get out there. And boy, I'm grateful that he did. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't be here making this video today. But a lot has happened this year. And I also made that guitar. And after I went up on stage in front of probably 1,000 people, received my first place medal for my cabinet, I was like, boy, could this day get any better? This is amazing. People get to see my woodworking. I got to influence my friends. What could be better? Well, woodworking display comes around, and that was what my guitar was entered in as. And third place gets called, blah, blah, blah. Dang it, I don't think I made it. I knew I was good, but there's a lot of better projects. I'm like, I think I can get top 2. I believe it's good enough. Well, there goes my name, Andrew Gotham. My friends go crazy. I'm like, let's go. So I walk up on stage, second place with my homemade acoustic guitar. The day couldn't get any better. That was amazing. Well, it did get better. My cousin also got on stage for his nightstand he made. It had an epoxy ice fishing nightstand. I'll pop a picture right there. Pew! It was pretty impressive. I liked it. I wish I had one, but it's kind of pricey. And I couldn't afford to buy it off him, which he won't sell it because, you know, it's that impressive. Just like I won't sell my guitar. But now I'm here. It's only like 5 months later past that date. And you're like, what's been going on with the old Andrew Gotham? I mean, what's he been up to? Well, I've been working on this project. And I mean, it's a project, I tell you. But this project might put me a foot stamp right in my school, okay? So the AG teacher that was here, she asked me, could you possibly make a trophy case? And I'm like, what do you mean? And she's like a trophy case. I'm like, well, yeah, like a little tiny one, like just for one trophy. And she's like, no, a trophy case. So I'm like, well, how big? She's like, well, really big. So I'm like, well, like 10 feet big? She's like, yeah. So I start working on it during school, right after. I get back from the skills competition. I start working. Man, I'm going good. I get half of the trophy case built. I build a 3-foot base, sliding doors, and it looks impressive. But I get stopped. School's over. What do? Well, that's where I'm here right now. You're going to help me finish the rest of my trophy case. Now, you're going to be like, well, what am I going to help them do? And honestly, I don't know what you're going to help me do. You're probably going to give me a couple comments saying, yeah, maybe you should put that board there, which I would appreciate. I need some suggestions. Like, it's just me here right now. Me, myself, and I. And boy, I'm getting bored talking to myself. But yeah, like the trophy case, next video, I'll bring it down. I'll set it on the table. You'll be impressed on how big it is, I hope, because I'm impressed. And yeah, I got to build the top for it. I got the glass for it over there. I got the rollers for it upstairs. And I'll bring it down here. We'll set it on the table. A full look at it. And then you'll see what my creation is. And then it'll be in the school someday. But yeah, that's my woodworking journey. And you're like, what are them glasses he's wearing? Well, they got these little side guards, little big loops in the front. And honestly, I used to never wear safety glasses. And my shop teacher kind of nagged on me for it about ever. But then the one year, I kind of got rust in my eye from working on my truck. And I didn't have safety glasses on. So then I started wearing safety glasses. And I'm like, well, I want some safety glasses that stick out. I don't want to lose them in class. Well, and I go to my grandpa's shop. I look around, and I see these bad boys sitting up there. And I'm like, Grandpa, them are some nice glasses. Well, I guess I wasn't talking to Grandpa. Grandpa wasn't there anymore. But I asked Mom, you think you could find me a pair of glasses like this? I don't want to wreck Grandpa's any more than they are. But I want my own pair, my own specific pair. Well, my mom finds these bad boys on the old Amazon. She gets them shipped out. I've been wearing them all year. I wore these at my Skills USA competition. I mean, it's impressive. And if you're a kid in high school and you have shop classes, ask your tech ed teacher and be like, we got Skills USA? Because it's a great organization for kids. FFA is also a great organization. That's what I'm building the cabinet for. I was our chapter president last year. Now I'm the vice president. And I want to leave my footstamp on the FFA. So yeah, we're here. This is my life, the life of a 19-year-old trying to figure out what to do. I'm going to college in the fall, coming up here in a month. But I want to give this woodworking channel a shot before I get to it. Well, I'm going to be giving it a shot while I'm there too, because I'm going to have a lot of woodworking classes. I'm going to make sure I get some videos out there, because I kind of heard that one of the professors builds ukuleles too. So, I mean, me and him maybe are going to be building some ukuleles, I say. But other than that, that's how I became the woodworker I am today. My dad's had a huge influence. He helped me build the ukulele when my arm was kind of in a sling. But yeah, I'm here. That's my woodworking life. And I hope you find your life of woodworking too. Not everyone is a woodworker, I guess. Some people are, let's say, welders, mechanics. There's other work, like all the jobs in the world. But whatever you do, I want you to remember this. Everyone's mind works differently, but yours is the way it needs to be. So believe in yourself, and you'll be all right. Other than that, remember, folks, stay crafty.